One. Now we've put 3 down.
This video is for educational and informational purposes only.
Today we're going to be giving an on-the-range review of the Tactical Elites Boresighter Gen 2. I'm currently sighting in my 22 long rifle. This thing is phenomenal, man. Let's check out its brightness within daylight. They say this thing has a 6-hour continual runtime, and it is adjustable from .117 to 50 caliber rounds. So let's see how it fares in this 22, man. It's a green dot. Let's see if you guys can see it show up on this target here. We are about 20 yards away from this. As you can see, I am zoomed in about 3x, and it is still showing up very, very, very clear on the target. And it is around 80 degrees out here, and the sun is booming. So this thing is definitely easy to pick up with the distance. You don't have to worry about that washout that you may get with red dots or the washout you get from those cartridges. I feel like their emitter is halfway as strong as this one. It doesn't have any power. The emitter is weak, and with this particular platform, you get a very strong dot that is able to be picked up in high daylight situations. Let's go ahead and see how accurate I was able to get this 22 caliber long rifle in. My goal is to get this SIG MRS, is that right? MSR sighted in. Let's check out the effectiveness of this, man, without having to throw rounds down range. I think this is a very useful tool. So we'll see how this fares. As you can see, it is still showing up very clear. And as I've said, there's a 6-hour continuous runtime. So let me start the process of sighting this thing in, man, and we'll go from there, guys. So I know I sent you guys through a little time lapse, but as you know, that was accomplishable within like 2 minutes, man, literally. So on the next platform, I'm going to show you guys before and after. I'm at the range. People are training and doing their thing out here too, man. So bear with me if I'm kind of hard to hear, but we'll test the effectiveness of this platform. We're currently clear. I want to get the dot. We have the dot. If you guys can see that dot showing up on screen on camera, let's see what it does on the target. Let's go ahead and run her. She's hot. Let's go. Now we've sent 3 down at the target. Let's go see what we have done here. I'm going to go ahead and grab my other camera and go ahead and walk in there, man. So we are pulling to the left. I'm going to go ahead and credit that to user error at the moment, but we are fairly close with these shots here. Let's go ahead and tighten this up. Let's go ahead and aim for the A zone box, man. Tisk to me, man. I think that's me, but we are going to confirm. We're going to make sure. So guys, working on the adjustments, I realized that I had this thing, I didn't have it all the way in, man. So we're going to go ahead and give this thing a second run. I wasn't pleased with my first outcome of what I was able to do with this 22 caliber firearm. So let's go ahead and see if this made any difference by making it snug. It should have, man. Because it always follow directions, always read the manual when you are doing these things, dude. So Warriors, let's go ahead and take this thing back out again and see what's going on with it, dude. We are clear, we're not hot, we are removing, and we are headed down range, y'all. So guys, we're probably at the 10, and we're going to see what we can accomplish with this thing, man. Let's see if the accuracy came through. Let's go ahead and charge this firearm. It's a dirty 22, but let's see if it does what it's supposed to do here, guys. 1. Now we've put 3 down range. Okay, guys, remember I took 3 shots with this, man. Let's go ahead and see what we got in this A zone. I aimed at the A zone. This was before. We're way off. This is where we started at, basically. And I didn't do it right. So now we're about here, man. 3 in the A zone. I say they're fairly good. I feel like I can get these things a lot tighter. But I can say that this Sight Right Boresighter Gen 2 actually moved me in closer in only about 3 shots. So I shot 3 up here, guys. Horrible. Maybe 4. Look at that. And now we're in the A zone within 3 shots. So there's 2 more in the tank. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how accurately I was able to dial this thing in, man. 3 shots were horrible. User error. You can blame it on the user. Tactical Elites Boresighter Gen 2, man. Let's see what this thing can do. All right. Okay, we're going to walk in, man. I'm going to show you 1 round at the head box. After being previously sighted in, we're at about the 10. And I can say it did a pretty good job. These are the previous 3. And these are the first 3 where we started at, man. And I didn't, like I said, I didn't intentionally try to throw these. This is just what was happening with the new dot that I put on here, man. Now this came from a different platform. This came off a different platform. This is not a brand new dot, but it was on my 5.56 pistol. And I just got some new things for that. So I went ahead and did this. All right, guys, you see how the Gen 2 Boresighter did on the 22. Let's go ahead and get some other platforms going. I'm thinking we're going to do the B&T Grasshopper mouse next, and we're going to see how we can get that thing sighted in perfectly. Okay, in order to get this sighted in on my B&T, we're going to have to switch this tailpiece out. As I've told you before, this comes with multiple adapters from .177 to 50 caliber, and it's very easy to do if I can do it. Anybody can do it. So one little tweak and twist of this screw here, and we're able to take this whole thing off, and we will be replacing it with one that actually fits on this 9mm pistol. If you can see it, guys, my bad if I'm not being a proper host here. So we're going to tighten it up, and it will make these pieces flare out, which will get you a snug fit on this platform. So let us go ahead and flare it out a bit, and let's grab that B&T. So guys, the trick is to make sure that this end piece is properly flared out so that it fits. I'm not flagging anybody, we're in a clear direction. So that it fits in the barrel, snug and secure, with this arrow at the top of the barrel. So we are snug. Again, we're able to see the dot. We're about 20 yards. Let's go ahead and see what we can pull off with this Tactical Elites Boresighter Gen 2 on the B&T GHM9. All right, guys, we're back. We didn't want to bore you with all of the time lapsing and sighting them in. I just did that for the 22. We're going to go ahead and see what was able to be accomplished with this platform using that device. So let's stay at 20 for now, and let's put 2 down, and then let's go ahead and enclose ourselves in here in a second, man. So we're walking up to this target, man. We're going to go ahead and get a closer look at those 2 9mm shots, and we are in the A zone. We are in the A zone. Listen for that steel ping, man. Let me know if you guys hear what I'm hearing down in the comments. Y'all hear what I'm hearing in the comments? I got one more. Y'all heard that or what? Let's see if we can get in the A box with one, or in the head box, actually, guys. So we're walking up to the head box, and you can see clear as day, straight through that hole. Now, we can accredit the platform because this is phenomenal. We all know this is like 2K, man. This is a top of the line PCP PCP. I call it a PCP. It's a pistol caliber pistol. Others call it a pistol caliber carbine, but we all know that this thing is a pistol, man. This runs phenomenally, but that sight right Boresighter got this thing tuned in. Headshots, head box was very easy to accomplish with this, man, and we can accredit the platform. Like I said, it is a BNT GHM9. This is one of the best PCCs in the world, in my opinion. So we're going to go ahead and take that 5.56 to the test. Now, some may say that that's the same as a 22 caliber pistol. It needs to be sighted in, and we're here testing this thing out. And after that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and give you my conclusion on this. I've been having a really good time with it, man. I don't see any issues so far that I can give you guys, but we're going to go ahead and keep it honest at all times, bro. If something occurs, I will let you know, whether it's any flickering, any shortages in the emitter going off and being able to be seen from 20 yards, 25 yards, I'll let you guys know. So let's go ahead and get this 5.56 platform smacked in. And I have two dots to do. I have a 3X and I have a 35-degree pinch mount with a 1x RMR style dot, I guess you could say. Now we're going to try this on that 5.56 platform, and this is a cheap one by Omni, but it runs. I'm going to tell you the truth, man. The thing that takes the most time is making sure you flare these end tips out correctly, man. If the thing is loose in any way, it can compromise the shot, you know. So I don't think that's a fault against this product, but I think it is the just as an end user, make sure that you are paying attention to those things. Let's go ahead and see how it was able to line this thing on up, man. This thing hasn't been out in freaking 6-7 months, bro. And I just now added on this. What is this? Monstrum Marksman. I almost called it a bird, but it's a cheap one, man. A 3X. And we have a 1X by Gritter on here as well. So let's go ahead and see how this thing was able to get sighted in, man, with this Boresighter. One on the A zone. Looks very clean. Let's do double pulls. Let's see if we can get in the A zone. Looks good. It looks real good. Looks good. Let's go ahead and see if we can get on some steel here. We did. I don't know if you can hear it. We did, though. We're out. Go ahead and walk up and see what we accomplished with this thing here. You see me turning the platform. I got people on the other side of me now, so want to make sure that I stay safe and in compliance, man, at all times. YouTube, I'm not flagging nobody. I'm in a safe and controlled environment, man. I'm out here at the range. We are on public lands. We had 3 here previously from the 22, 2 from the 9, and this is from the 5.56. These are the first 3 that came out of the 22 trash. We have a 9mm, we have a 22, and that's that 5.56. It was kind of high, man, head box, but we have trashy steel, and we are knocking it around, bro. We are beating it up, so let's get it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and give you my final conclusion on this Tactical Elites Gen 2 Boresighter, sight right Boresighter. Almost said it wrong, but only two things. Now, the functionality of this is very great. I was able to see from 20 to 25 yards and pick up this dot along with my dot and able to line those things up accurately to bring things together without taking shots here, man. I think I shot out the 22, maybe 3 shots beforehand that were completely off. Sighted it in, we were in the A zone. Everything brought me to the A zone, period. One thing that I would say you guys watch out for is make sure that you have this thing in your firearm completely and that you are twisting this end cap or end knob to the right specification so that it's no wiggle room within your platform so that you can remain accurate, man. I think I was coming across that on my first 1 or 2 shots or 1 or 2 platforms, but I was able to get things correctly put together for you guys. Another thing I would say is with pressing this button a few times, it did come out. I was able to put it back in, but this button did come out, y'all. So functionality, perfect. Durability, I don't know what to say about that part, man. I was able to put it back in. It still runs fine. Like I said, man, I'm giving you guys all the accurate information that I am accumulating out here as I am working and moving around. So I don't know. 1 out of 10, I'm gonna give this a solid 9 still, man. Like I said, I wish that didn't happen. It made me have to be a little more careful with it. This part is a necessity. You know, having a twist on this end cap is a necessity, but visibility from 25 yards outside in the beaming sun is perfect, man. It's excellent. I don't see any issues with this thing. It is absolutely working like they said it would. Now, remember, man, this is a paid promotion. I was sent this, but as I tell people all the time, it makes me easier to have a non-biased judgment on this, man. I have no coins in this race, bro. I did not purchase this. This was sent out to me. So I can say, man, look, if y'all can see that, get you one, man. If you can see that. Hold on. Yeah. Get you one. This is bright. I'm suggesting this if you want to save on rounds, man. If you don't want to just throw $50 down the toilet trying to get things sighted in, you're able to continuously use this over and over and switch the platforms. Nothing else to say, man. Warriors, subscribe, like, tune in, become a member if you want to, man. I will highly appreciate that. Until next time, I almost ran out of things to say, man. But until next time, Warriors, continue to show up, man, and continue to hold the door open for the next man. It takes nothing to be a gentleman. Let's go ahead, man. I'm out.